All right, now let's get rational. So, if you've been living under a rock, the Chicago Bears are making moves. Another strong start to the offseason for Ryan Poles, and I'm pretty sure Ben Johnson is in charge of what's going on in these players that's being traded for. Now, yesterday, Jonah Jackson from the Los Angeles Rams traded to the Bears, and I wake up today to a blockbuster with the Chicago Bears trading for All-Pro guard Joe Thuney. I'm so happy to see this, man. I'm so happy that they taking this shit serious and not just signing mediocre-ass players just to fill holes. No, let's get some impact players in, man. And that's just what they did. I'm happy to see this. And it lets me know at pick 10, Ashton Jeanty is coming. I had a lot of people telling me, why would they take him? They can't block for him. They can't do this. Well, he can now. And we not that far from the strongest offensive line or one of the strongest offensive lines in the league. Man, let's take Jeanty. You got Caleb the protection that he needed. And when you think about Caleb and what he went through and still was able to produce what he produced, dog, come on, man. Don't let him get a line that makes sense. Man, it's going to be a great year for the Bears next season on the offensive side of the ball. Now, next up, we got Sheduer Sanders, bro. Sheduer Sanders was going through his NFL combine interviews, press conferences, or whatever. And a lot of coaches or a few coaches around the league didn't like the way he presented himself. He getting a lot of negative press right now. Same shit Caleb went through. And you getting mad that he confident in himself and he don't want to go to a bum-ass team? What the fuck? No. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm tired of the old heads coming in telling these rookies they got to be humble, they got to do this, they got to do that. No, they don't, man. These grown-ass men, and you should treat them as such. Don't make this boy out to be something that he not, man. What are we talking about here? You got Colin telling him, hey, I like Sheduer till he turned his hat backwards. Man, get your dumb ass out of here, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, that shit was goofy. That ain't got nothing to do with his ability on the field or who he is as a person. You sound like a fucking slime ball, man. Get the fuck out of my face with that, Colin. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Don't want to hear that at all. Sheduer Sanders has proven time and time again that he can play this position. Everywhere he went, it's been success. So him coming in the NFL and saying, hey, if you don't want to change your franchise, don't draft me. You exactly right. Why the fuck would he want to go to a situation where they not trying to make a change? It's plenty teams at the bottom of the league that's just going through this. They not taking football serious. So why would he want to go to a team in that space, bro? Think about that, man. Don't take me if you want that. Don't nobody want to waste their career with bum-ass organizations, bro. We steady seeing quarterbacks getting thrown around the league. Justin Fields, the main one so far, getting pushed around the league with no development. And they steady blaming the players. No, let's look at the organizations, man. Sheduer Sanders ain't saying nothing wrong. This is what it looked like with confidence in your ability, bro. This is what it looks like when you have a father around that's showing you the ropes and showing you how this shit go. So, of course, he approaching this in a certain way, dog. His pops already put him up on game. He only doing the same thing his father did. And what that turned out to be? A Hall of Fame fucking career. Let's just stop it, man. Sheduer Sanders got a proven track record. He's not a bum quarterback. And he's going to come in and do what he need to do, yo. It shouldn't be no BS about how he look or what he doing or what he's saying. Let's focus on football, man. You talking about, man, just dumb shit. Just a whole lot of dumb shit. And the things that you pointing out, you should want this for your quarterback. He ain't no fucking bad kid. You ain't heard no bullshit about him in the streets or him off the field doing things. What negative things are you hearing? Nah, man, y'all just want a motherfucker to come in and just bow his head and just do whatever you say. No, don't nobody want to come into a losing ass situation, and y'all better fix this before I get there. Or give me a plan that makes sense. Or don't draft me, dog. Bottom line. I'm with Sheduer on this one, man. What we got next, yo? Man, Max Crosby disappointed me, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. The Raiders setting themselves up for another losing ass season. And I'm a little salty that he decided to extend that. I don't see the Raiders going anywhere anytime soon, unless you just get a hell of a deal and just land an impact player at the quarterback position. But Max Crosby, dog, I just don't get it. You let Tom Brady finesse you into this? Man, I got to see where the Raiders going that made him say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and stick it out. I don't see these guys coming out the AFC in anytime soon, dog. I'm so salty. I wanted him to be a better, to be honest, man. That's why I'm talking like this. But truthfully, man, this is one of the best players in the league, and I'm tired of seeing him not in the playoffs or in games that matter. Motherfucker wasting his prime, dog. I've been telling Aaron for the longest, man, Max Crosby is leaving. But he proved me wrong. Max is staying, and yo, if that's what you want, man, that's what you want. But shout out to Max. He got his bag, man. Obviously, winning is not on his course. What we got next? DK Metcalf. This ain't no news, man. It's just time for him to move around. He's requesting a trade, and he want to go to a contender. He been in this league for a while. The Seahawks days of winning at the top of the league is over with. Let's go to a new situation. I'm thinking the Ravens or the Chiefs. Both of these teams need top-tier receivers, bro. And they need a true number one, especially the Chiefs, and it showed in the Super Bowl. Now you got the Packers out there he could go to. Man, it's multiple options he could choose from to go build with. But DJ Metcalf, he's still one of the guys in the league as far as receivers. But he got to be on a team that can show that. And requesting the trade just makes sense right here. What we got now? Shout out my boy Jay for Think Your Marketing too, man. He been putting y'all niggas on. Anything else, man? Oh, Lakers info, man. I don't care. I don't want to get too deep into this. We already know what Luka on, what LeBron doing. Man, these two together is hard to. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't even gotta say nothing else. Luka and LeBron, Lakers info against anybody. What we got next? Once again, I said earlier, Cowboys, Raiders are not getting Ashley Genty. And I just don't see it happening. We ain't got to get too much into that. LeBron James, 50,000 points. 50K. Come on, dog. This shit ain't going to never be broken. Ever. And he ain't done. He got 2 years left. Come on, man. Shout out to LeBron. We ain't got to go too much into that. Caleb Williams back to work. I like seeing that. And I'm especially with these offensive line moves. I'm so thirsty to see what free agency look like and what Caleb Williams can add to his arsenal, bro. And I'm sure that a receiver is coming out of this draft. Bottom line, a receiver and a running back, and we going to fill up them holes on defense. Bottom line, that's what the draft looked like with the Bears making these moves. Then we got free agency, man. All right, now let's move off sports. Earlier, man, I seen a wild-ass video of some YNs upping on the old man, telling him to say, fuck whoever, da-da-da. Man, dog. At some point, these kids gonna get charged as adults, and it's gonna shift a whole narrative in major cities with a lot of violence going on. My city, my hometown, Chicago, is just crazy with young niggas just doing reckless shit, dog. At some point, the consequences are not enough to move a shorty out of this direction. It's just reckless, bro. I understand it's gonna be street niggas. We can't get away from that. But what we seeing out here is just recklessness, disrespect, and no regard for life, man. They don't care about living. It's like a badge of honor to die or go to jail. Let's move out of this narrative that going to prison or getting locked up is a pathway to manhood. It's not. We sending these shorties down the wrong fucking path by promoting certain elements in our life, bro. We gotta watch what we putting out here. And sometimes we keep saying the parents gotta do this, the parents gotta do that. Man, when your shorty cross that threshold, you gotta hope your parenting take place in the streets. Because peer pressure is heavy. You got social media, you got drugs, you got so many things that can influence your child to make bad decisions, even when you're doing everything you can for them. And then you got some cases where, man, the father got to be at home. A lot of these things wouldn't be happening if fathers are at home and we have two-parent households. That kill a lot of this shit going on in the streets. But, man, we going to keep having shorties dying at 15, 16, 17 years old. just because the consequences are just slaps on the wrist, you got shorties doing adult shit and back on the streets in a couple months. They not taking it serious in Chicago or any major city. And then we wonder why Donald Trump saying certain things. Oh, I'm going to implement this if this don't happen. I'm going to tell you what. If Chicago or these major cities, period, don't get a hold on this, man, it's going to be something that we all ain't going to like. Bottom line. It's just too reckless out here, yo. You can't even do normal shit. We got to pay attention to what we doing in our kids out here. A lot of things we can't control, but our kids is one of them, and it starts with, man, what you doing at home, man? Now, speaking of Donald Trump, dog, I be seeing a lot of bad press, a lot of negative shit, and sometimes I get it. But a lot of times, and what I'm seeing, and I ain't choosing the side, but it just makes sense for what this administration is looking to do for America. Every year I'm seeing millions of dollars being pushed away to different countries, and nothing's being done for us here. That don't make sense. We got to change some things. We got to change the way drugs and violence is influencing and tearing down our city and our youth. We got to pay attention to certain things that happen in society that Donald Trump or Elon Musk just want to change. I don't see anything wrong with what's going on. A lot of people are taking strong hooks, as my boy Jay say, and not even reading into what's being said in this shit, man. As long as I've been living, this has been the most progressive administration in my lifetime. Bottom line. And I ain't picking a side. I'm just looking at shit that makes sense for us, man. Or what I'm seeing in society myself and what I'm going through. But we ain't going to get too much into that. We got the Chicago Bulls. Obviously, the Bulls are in a tank season. They got a young roster. And we ain't really expecting too much out of them. I did tell niggas the Bulls had a good team at the start of the year, and they weren't going to be as weak as niggas thought they would be. But the Bulls traded Levine, they moved some pieces, and now we headed into, a lottery pick. And hopefully they land the guy, man. Is there anything else we need to get into? Not for real, dog. I ain't saying nothing else outside of my Bears. But that's been it for Shop Rational. I'll see y'all on the next clip.